Welcome to Kaks Bar and Podcast, Canada's first podcast bar. What that means is you can come here for food, you can come here for drinks, you can also come here and record a podcast. Come on down, we're located in downtown Calgary, Alberta in the Beltline area. See you soon. And we're rolling. Last Kaks Comedy Night. I'm starting to lose track. I'm pretty sure it's 14. Yeah, you were here last week.
Yeah,
13, 14?
Yeah, 13.
Like the crowd, from what I understand, like they're a little bit timid at one point, kind of thing, because I've seen Spencer rip out some jokes. Oh, intros. Damien from Chicago, Dale Ward, one of the top comedians in Canada, opened for Bill Burr, Tom Segura, Jim Jeffries, Spencer Strickard's been a friend of the shows.
Don't give him my credit. That's the only thing I have. God damn it!
Yeah, you opened for Jim Jeffries. My bad. Dale, you didn't open for Jim Jeffries?
No, I went for the top tier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Tom Segura. We saw Sledgehammer. What a fuck special, okay?
Fuck. Sorry, Dale, I didn't have the purple Skittles that you requested. All purple.
Yeah.
My bad.
I want purple Skittles.
Also, tell Jim Jeffries I want to open for him.
Fuck yeah. Hey, Dale, just straight to the point here, man. Your set was tight.
Thanks,
thing was
man.
tight.
Thanks.
I've never heard you do stand-up, so I was just fucking super impressed, man. That was
sweet. Thanks.
mic technique, motions, energy. That's kind of like Spencer was saying. The guys have been doing it longer and longer. You can see them dial in their they don't have nervous energy, and they, they're just more looking around the room I'm just going to do what I want kind of thing, and it shows because people follow that energy, right? So yeah, people, if the comic's nervous, then the crowd kind of gets nervous too, I don't know what you guys' thoughts is on that, but
yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's 100% right. That's 90% of watching people bomb is being you're uncomfortable, and the audience feels it now.
Yeah.
Well, we were literally talking earlier about how you can see the new comics, they have little tics that you don't think matter at all, but you can see it's oh, that's a new comic.
But then
they know how to breathe.
They know how to breathe, and they also pull the mic away whenever they're
It's because the body gets nervous and then the hand.
The shoulders also go up a lot.
They're too much in their head, so they're oh, if I take a break, I have to pull the mic away. But
and you'll notice new comics will be kind of stiff too. Their shoulders will be up here.
Yeah.
Okay. And they'll be like.
All right. Yeah. I've fucking never done it. It's probably still nerve wracking as fuck. So
oh yeah.
Still got to get all the props.
Yes.
The only thing that's because we've done 14 of these now, where it just kind of gets a bit when I see a dude still have those nervous tics, but apparently he's been doing it 5 years or so. Then I'm kind of a bit well, shouldn't this be more dialed in? Just from a
that either means that they don't perform very often. They've been doing it for 5 years, but they perform once a month. And doing 5 minutes a month of anything, you're never going to get better.
Yeah.
Or they're delusional and they have no idea that they're terrible. Because there's those exist too.
If you consistently do that and you don't get caught, you're pretty good at it.
That's true.
Honestly, that would be that serial killer level shit. You're on it.
But you have to be so good at multiple things.
You
have to be good at literally killing,
talking to women.
No, not necessarily. You can jack them. You can jump out. You can jump out.
That's not a cool serial killer, though.
Yeah, dude.
That's true. The
coolest ones seduced them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Look at Dahmer.
AC, they're all you don't even say Charles Manson's a serial killer, but you got to have charisma.
That's true. Charles Manson's not a serial killer. He is one of my heroes.
Yeah.
I plan to open up a
con. He kind of looks like
North
Charles Manson.
Yeah, he does.
I guess I just my favorite serial killer is Ed Gein. So
he only
making
killed two technically.
Yeah, but he made furniture out of them. Literally.
Yeah. And he became basically folk hero for every American horror film.
True. Yeah.
That's
Texas
also true.
Chainsaw and
Psycho.
Silence of the Lambs. Yeah.
So guys, have you guys all met? You guys all know each other?
No.
This is the first time out of the bathhouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Damon, how did you connect with Kaylin? And you're usually performing in Chicago. How did you get in Calgary?
I have a friend. Her name's Victoria.
Sweet.
So that's what's
Is
great
that Victoria Banner?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
Sweet. Perfect. Yeah, no, I feel like Kaylin's doing a good job, finding comics, getting talent out there. He gives people chances too and everything too. Because we've done some open mics now too. So Yeah, but like as Dale mentioned, you're like some people are like definitely delusional. Like,
Yeah.
so I was like, I didn't.
Most
get it.
are delusional.
I would say
It's kind of it's interesting because like I mean, there's one guy and I won't say his name, but like
Bill Burr.
he was no he was so like he would just do the same jokes in the same way every single time, and he actually performed a lot. But I remember one time he bombed so hard, like crickets bombing. And, like, all the comics, when somebody has a really bad bomb and no one makes eye contact. But, like, I went up to him and I was just like, ugh, rough night, eh? And he goes, what do you mean I killed? And I was like, you're one of those.
Oh, no. Fuck. And how long has this guy been doing this for?
20 years.
At that point, it was like 6 or 7 years. Like, he'd been doing it longer than me.
Holy shit.
He lost the competition.
Nights a week?
Yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't really do it anymore. He'll come out, like, a couple times a year now.
COVID.
We only had one super bombing go down here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, I made a podcast about it, but I think I hammered on it enough. But I'll tell you about it off air here.
We made fun of it last
Were they
week on the
sober?
podcast.
Huh?
Were they sober performing?
I can't. I think they should not stay sober if that.
Oh, okay.
But no, he was like he bailed on his set at like he had whatever it was 15, 20 minutes. He stopped at like 9, started yelling at the audience, started like yelling at me.
So he was closing?
He was the headliner.
He was the headliner.
Yeah.
Just go back through the headliners that are listed, and you'll find them. You'll know exactly.
Because
what you see.
anyone who would do that should never be put in the headlining position.
No.
Apparently he did Just for Laughs and stuff, but I was so I was told he was like
He did not do Just for Laughs. He worked
yeah?
for Just for Laughs.
Okay. Well,
No, he read about it.
He read about Just
Anyway,
for
he might watch
Laughs.
this.
He
So
watched Just for Laughs.
I don't want to like obviously what you guys do is hard, so I don't know. Like I kind of actually, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know where he was going with any of his bits. Like, I was, because I don't know. He just got up there and had a meltdown. It was kind of like sensational to see. At the same time, I was alarmed because I quite literally had to be like, contacting people after. Like, he's okay, right? Because apparently, like he had some dark times and he did try to kill himself. And then, so I was just kind of like, oh. And then I, just kind of let him know, like, hey, man, like, in all seriousness, I want you to come back to Kaks and redeem yourself if you want to be here. But he was like, oh, fuck your venue. And I was like, okay, never mind.
Oh, wow. Fuck him then.
Yeah.
But then, like, 2 seconds later, he's like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, okay, I'm not
That's his mental.
Yeah, that's mental issues,
Yeah.
That's sad. But again, that just points to not being professional. Shouldn't be headlining.
Yeah.
Don't think so.
Then fuck him.
Good love, God, no. But I don't know.
I don't think he's from this city.
He's not. He's not from the city.
Yeah,
But he was in town doing a tour. That was the weird part. So I kept asking people, like, hey, if you're... Look, I don't want to make this a drama show, but I just kept asking, like, if you've been doing this for so long, why don't you just reach in your back pocket, whip out the material that works, that you've seasoned and... but he was just hell-bent on doing the new thing that whatever his bit was that everyone got confused, and then he just had... Just like, you guys don't get comedy. Why are you here? And it was just, we're all like, eesh. Like, it was like it was literally like, okay.
Well, and there's also ways to like acknowledge that you're bombing without making it a big fucking deal. Like there's ways to like kind of poke fun at yourself and the audience at the same time and lighten it up.
You can make it like you can still be like fuck you guys, but make it funny.
But make it funny,
like rather than being like fuck you
guys, you pieces of shit.
It was kind of Kramer style, just no racial stuff, but
damn it.
just a
Damn,
meltdown.
not Kramer style. Then.
Yeah, I guess.
Disappointed. I thought he'd burst through the door and say the N-word.
Yeah. What's up, Jerry?
Oh, fuck. Damon, how long have you been doing comedy there, sir?
Like 13 years.
13 years? Okay.
And I've been just attempting it for 4 weeks.
What?
Yeah. Keeping it the passion alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Straight up. Like everyone on the dais here, how often do you think you got to do comedy? Because me and Spencer were talking the other week, where Spencer also raised a point. He's like, if you're performing so much, then you also don't like have shit to talk about anymore because you're just performing all the time every night and like probably have a regular job too, and like don't you need
I think it depends on where you're at in your career. Like I think like if you're new, you have to perform like 5 times a week minimum.
5 times a week minimum?
Yeah.
Sick.
To a degree, you have to get your face out.
Well, it also depends because like if you have no stage experience, then that's you just literally getting used to performing in front of people. That was me when I started. Like, you've got some performance background. Matt Foster had performance background. Like, he would perform on the drums in front of like thousands of people, and thousands of gay dudes on the cruise ships,
and like other people like Pete Zedlacker, Shawn, like they had like theater experience.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So like when I started, it was new to be in front of people.
Yeah,
and so I had to get used to that too. So. But yeah, I'm more of on the end of like you should be performing as much as you possibly can. That's my style. But
just at the start, you're saying, and then as you get older, maybe.
Well,
or still always.
Like, I think like if you're working on new stuff, then as much as you can, yeah. But like there seems to be a point where like it's quality over quantity, like because a lot of open mics, there's 5 people, and it's not super useful.
Yeah.
As for a pro. Kind of thing.
Well, to a degree, I think you have to get the muscle memory in. Like, so if you're like a pro and you still go to those mics where it's just 5 people and 4 of them are not paying attention and the bartender is saying racial slurs, you still want to go out there and say like, all right, here's my jokes about working at the post office.
Right.
Just to, if they're new.
Yeah.
So you can get that synapse in your head to be like, all right, I can do this drunk. In the same.
But I think in that point, like if 5 people are there and no one's paying attention, you could just do it in front of the mirror.
You can, but also
just to like repeat it.
and the other thing is too is I feel like you hit a certain point too where like you don't actually learn from performing in front of just comics. Like that's like even if you're doing new shit, you don't actually learn from performing in front of just comics.
Yeah, it's a bad reading. Because like either they laugh too hard because it's new and it's like they love you. Or they don't laugh at all because like they don't like you, or they've just seen you 1,000 times.
Or it could be a number of things, especially in a scene that's like smaller. Like if you're in a bigger scene, like I imagine like guys that are living in like New York or LA. Yeah, you're probably going out every fucking night to shows that maybe are just comics, but you might also only see those comics once every 2 months.
Well, Dale was like joking at the beginning where he said it's easier to make a crowd of 10,000 laughed in a room of 16 or something like that.
Well, just because there's more people, so it's more likely that you'll get laughs, kind of thing.
Numbers.
No, people don't realize this, but I actually know Dale Ward from childhood, so it's like went to like elementary with him, not junior high, but then high school we reconnected, and it's just super cool that you like went so far with this because it's like I always knew you as the art guy, like because Dale can sketch like super like. Amazing sketches. You do some freestyle head drawing too, right?
Not a lot, but mostly like portraits for drawing or painting. Yeah. I'd love to get into other stuff, but
but I always remember you were like super funny, just even in high school, and then like to see you do the stand up later, and then harness it in. It's weird because now I can look back and be like, oh, I did kind of see that, like Dale had this weird thing, like he would keep saying twat like instead of what. Like literally out loud, like literally. So like the gym teacher would say something or whatever, like Mr. Bishop, and he'd be like twat, like and all like well, it was just so off the cuff and random. I remember being like everyone else heard that, right? Like even the gym teacher just kind of like whatever.
And the other thing about Dale, massive dick. Most people probably don't know, but like, dude, hangs to his knee.
Yeah, it's kind of he wears these gray shorts that he like always wore them, man. It's just like he's like rollerblading. I'm just sitting there like. Whoa!
He just pokes out the bottom.
There's a fucking rudder there,
dude. It's a rudder that can wink at you.
Yeah, so this is a good time to bring out. I do have an OnlyFans. If you want to check it out.
Hell yeah!
I actually do.
Yeah, I watched Dale fuck a pumpkin one time.
Yeah. They took that off. What? They said it was illegal.
They took your pumpkin.
I fucked a pumpkin, and they said it was illegal.
How old was the pumpkin?
Yeah,
because I grew it. I grew it in my backyard.
You grew that pumpkin?
Yeah.
You raised the pumpkin.
I raised it, and then I fucked it. Well, I raised it, I scooped its guts out, and carved its face, and then fucked it.
You raised it, you fucking dissected it, and then you fucked it.
Yeah.
Dude, but Dale, let's clear out how old was the pumpkin?
In pumpkin years?
I started growing it in June. And then it's October. So June, July, August, September, October.
So in pumpkin years, that's got to be at least 18.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to be, right? I mean, fuck.
There was fuzz growing, so.
Fuck. Brilliant stuff.
Was that after you shot your load into its insides?
Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh man, fuck! Yeah, no, and also that's awesome.
How graphic is this podcast? I have no idea.
Whatever. It's honestly whatever.
Okay.
I personally prefer squash.
Fuck! Isn't that some like after Dale's done with pumpkin, you can get it on? Or
Yeah,
is that kind of
squashes.
squashy or whatever?
Sloppy squash.
Yeah. Or is squash basically like a after fucked pumpkin or whatever?
Pumpkin spice semen.
No, it is a totally different vegetable.
Pumpkin spice smegma.
Oh shit! Fuck schmagma, man! Don't even get me started on that.
The old
Fuck,
schmag.
Who's
The old
COVID schmagma was just insanely horrible.
Oh, dude, my schmeg was just always horrible.
Oh, okay. I just mean like
You're uncut, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Are you uncut?
Yeah, I'm uncut anyway.
What about you? No.
You're
Raised Catholic.
Oh, you cut.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fuck.
So three anteaters and a bald head. That's
Hey, and he's actually the only one without hair.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I got 2 bald heads
Oh,
and a microphone.
oh my god.
I got 2 bald heads and a
Oh
microphone.
man. Fuck.
That's Bo Burnham's Nest special.
Man, dude, it's so funny because I've like literally a plethora of different style of guests. Like a couple weeks ago, I did one with an entrepreneur who's launching like a tech app,
Oh,
and that
that's
one was
sad.
nothing like this pod.
Right.
Then I had
That's
another
sad.
one where I was literally talking to an aerospace guy the other day, and I'm still figuring out that one because it was so much knowledge come at me, and then I got these ones. So it's like,
And then you got
So if you have a dedicated audience, they're like, well, I'm going to skip this one.
I actually the comedy ones seem to get the most views, and also the funnest for me. So because
Nice.
I fucking love comedy, right?
I think it's also because it's a nice refresher, you know? You hear somebody talking about aerospace engineering, and then you hear
Aerospace.
aerospace. I don't know what the
Aerospice.
fuck. Aerospice.
And he was like,
Yeah.
fucking going to town.
Pumpkin spice aerospice.
And then we talk about fucking a pumpkin.
Fuck, man. All right, guys, I'm just going to wind this down. It's a nice little quick one here.
Yeah.
But is there anyone who want to plug their dates? Anything got coming up? Obviously, Dale's runs a pro-am show at Yuck Yucks, as many people already know. But, take the time to let people know about what's up, and hopefully our audience there can help spread the word, give you guys even more ultimate money.
You go ahead.
Oh,
I don't live in Canada, so.
Yeah, but
right.
this is worldwide.
Swear. It's
If
called
you're
the
ever-
internet.
All right, if you're ever in Chicago every Friday night, there's an open mic called Power Hour at the American Legion. Go there, I run it.
Fuck yeah.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. And next.
I run the weekly amateur show at Yuck Yucks, and then this weekend I'm hosting for Brian Callen, so that'll
Brian,
be super
yeah.
fun. Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. This
Cover
pod's
your
on Dale by
drinks.
then, but that's fucking awesome. I love Brian Callen. I love that.
I'm going to be at the Ice House in Pasadena on December 14th as part of the Los Angeles Comedy Festival.
Oh, fuck
Hell
yeah.
yeah. And I got a bunch of dates coming up in the new year, so follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, all their
follow
all their
us
social
out.
media.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the show notes. Dale has an OnlyFans. Maybe I won't plug that one, but unless you tell him, like a little mystery.
Yeah, just Valley Dick.
Valley Dick.
Valley Dick? Is that because when you walk, your dick leaves a valley behind
No,
you?
it's because my name is Dale, which means valley.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my
In
name
what,
is
Dick?
Depression. My name means depression.
Really? Dude, what? Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know that.
So that
I'm learning so much.
chicks. I don't know why. It's
Dale and I started at the same time.
the OnlyFans. No.
We certainly did that too.
Fuck yeah. Well, boys, obviously you guys are kicking some serious ass. Everyone here, I had a great time. I hope you guys eventually can make time for this little humble show here. And Dale's honestly super, super big ups for coming and gracing us with your presence here. I know you're in demand.
Oh,
And,
yeah. not as
straight
much
up,
as
I
me, but
know
thanks.
that guy.
Yeah,
I actually know that guy. Fuck yeah. All right, guys. Okay. Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you.